Venezuelan immigration to Chile is part of a larger migratory movement that has significantly increased since the mid-2010s. By 2022, Chile had become home to approximately 533,000 Venezuelans, according to data from the Department of Immigration and Migration, DEM, and the National Institute of Statistics, INE. This makes Venezuelans the largest foreign community in Chile, surpassing Peruvians since 2018, and after the recent current immigration wave taking place after COVID, this number is approaching 1,000. In response to the influx, the Chilean government created the Democratic Responsibility Visa in March 2018, allowing Venezuelan citizens to settle in Chile under specific requirements. Later, in June 2019, the introduction of a consular tourist visa for Venezuelans entering from Tacna reduced the number of arrivals by 80% between May and August 2019. With more than 500,000 people, Chile is now home to the fifth largest Venezuelan community worldwide, following Colombia, Peru, Brazil, and Ecuador. A historical connection. The connection between Chile and Venezuela dates back to the early days of Chilean independence. Notable figures like Andrés Bello and Simón Rodríguez contributed to Chilean society, with Bello becoming a key intellectual in the founding of the University of Chile. This historical link set the foundation for later waves of Venezuelan migration. In the 20th century, prominent Venezuelans, like writer Mariano Picón Salas, painter Gabriel Bracho, and political leaders like Carlos Alberto Dascoli, found refuge in Chile. This long-standing relationship has deepened in recent years, as Venezuelans sought safety from the ongoing crisis in their homeland. Recent trends in immigration. Since 2014, the number of Venezuelans immigrating to Chile has surged, driven by Venezuela's economic crisis. The relative stability of Chile, its low unemployment rate, shared language, and legal pathways have made it an attractive destination. However, with this surge came challenges, including the expansion of the Venezuelan criminal group Tren de Aragua into Chile. In December 2023, Venezuela's Attorney General Tarek William Saab condemned what he described as brutal anti-Venezuelan xenophobia in Chile. Tensions escalated further in 2024 when a retired Venezuelan military officer, Ronald Ojeda, was kidnapped and murdered in Santiago, an event that underscored the difficulties faced by the Venezuelan community. Sociocultural contributions and challenges. Venezuelans have brought with them rich cultural traditions, including food, religious practices, and festivals. The rise of Venezuelan gastronomy, such as the traditional arepas, is evident in many parts of Chile. Venezuelans also actively participate in religious activities, particularly within the Catholic Church, contributing to an increase in church attendance. However, cultural differences have sometimes led to friction with Chilean society. Complaints about noise, late-night parties, and alcohol consumption highlight the adjustment challenges faced by both communities. Demographic distribution and migratory boom. Venezuelans have primarily settled in major cities like Santiago and Valparaiso, though communities are also found in Concepción, La Serena, Puerto Montt, and Talca. In Santiago, the neighborhood known as Pequeña Caracas is a hub for Venezuelan nationals. The growth in Venezuelan migration is staggering. From just under 8,000 Venezuelans in 2008, the number grew to over 82,000 by 2017, according to the Chilean census. Venezuelan professionals, especially engineers, students, and accountants, have found opportunities in Chile's labor market, reflecting the high level of education among many migrants. Policy responses and future outlook. The Chilean government's response has included measures to regulate and support Venezuelan immigration. In March 2018, President Sebastián Piñera reaffirmed Chile's commitment to supporting Venezuelan migrants, citing historical ties and solidarity. However, as the migratory crisis worsened, particularly in northern Chile, the government introduced stricter controls, while also working with international organizations like the United Nations to manage the influx. Despite these challenges, the Venezuelan community continues to grow and integrate into Chilean society. As migration patterns evolve, the relationship between the two countries is likely to remain dynamic, shaped by both opportunity and adversity. 4.2.